Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a ZVT on Beckett Industries, the latter edition between charlenium and LxTRex. We're gonna call him T-Rex. Bottom left, that is T-Rex. The red Zerg player, and on the top right, we've got charlenium. You've seen him before on the channel. His main race is Zerg, but he's off-racing as Terran, and he's blue today. Beckett Industries is a pretty fun map to look at. We've got all these red crystals that you can't harvest. We've got nice, shiny, space platform-looking things. This thing looks fairly interesting. Is there a jellyfish in there, or like a lily pad? It's moving. Moving to the groovin'. Anyway, I like this map. I like how it looks. A lot of blue mixed with red. Anyway, this is a cast from a Hydralisk level member of the channel, charlenium, which just means he's free to send me one replay every single month, and I will cast it no questions asked and put it on the main channel. So you can either support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month, or you can support me here on YouTube on the Hydralisk level member. And if you don't see a join button, you're probably on an iPhone, or maybe a Roku, or maybe an Xbox or a PlayStation. And if you want to join the channel, like charlenium did, just go ahead and open up a web browser on a computer, log into YouTube, and the join button should be at the bottom of this video and every video that I cast and post. Anyway, what are we doing here, charlenium? Double racks opening. I like it a lot. Overlord shows up to see what's up. He's like, yo, how's it hanging, man? I see one barracks. I see two barracks. Oh, just catches a whiff of that. Two racks opening into a command center. Intriguing indeed. Perhaps worried about Ling attacks. He's like, I'm just going to wall this off in case it's an early pool. Shut that down. Get some Marines behind the wall and call it a day. So yeah, charlenium is not as comfortable with playing Terran, but he's got his orbital command upgrade. He's got gas coming in the main base. He's got a second base on the way. I say we're good. I'm going to give him a we're good rating. And also the fact this is a Marine instead of a Reaper means this Overlord might die. Two Marines, in fact, instead of a Reaper means this Overlord might die. Get it. Get him. Run. Run, Overlord. Down under 100 HP. Down 70, 60, 50. Oh, 60, 60. Continuing to run. There's another Overlord here, too. Are you going to... do you feel brave enough to leave these walls? He feels brave enough to open the door, at least. That means he's leaving. Oh, man. This Overlord dying and this one dying would totally suck. But Terry the Overlord, the first one here, is going to die, no questions asked. See you later, Overlord. Does that supply block Mr. Rex? No, but kind of. 35 out of 36 available supply is not good. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Rex doing all the standard Zergy things. Losing an Overlord sucks, but whatever. Third base here at about 3 minutes. Fine. I prefer a 230, but you know what? He's going for lair first, so that's cool. Delays the third base, gets a Rotoran up. One gas happening. When your lair starts, and you've got about, actually, 29 workers. It's not a lot of workers. Make some more drones, and then saturate your gases here. I like at about 40, 45 workers, I start saturating my gases and taking the extra extractors here. So we'll see what he does. He is droning up, so he knows what's up. It's all good. Feels like kind of a Roach Ravager play, doesn't it? But I mean, if you're opening Marines this heavy, there's your factory, and immediately into Starport is charlenium. Is this going to be like an interesting battle cruiser opener? I don't think he has enough gas for it. Well, he's got two gases here. I feel like he'd be taking a third gas if he wants BC, because those things are 300 gas, and they're crazy expensive, and also they're also super, duper, ultra good. Battle cruiser is so good at the lower levels, man. If you missed my cast from last week, I think it was Dark versus Maru, where there was a battle cruiser that got 58 total kills. Oh, amazing. Stupidly amazing stuff. Battle cruisers are good, even at the professional level, man. Okay, so that's a reactor we're getting. So probably just medevacs, probably just a standard little 2 racks, medevac stuff. These Marines are outside the walls, and they can't feel happy about that. No, 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 no. 7 roaches in production. This feels like more than just defensive roaches. Got that second gas, but not saturating it yet. Time will tell. Saturating these ones, yes. Okay, so all the gases are saturated. Rex knows what's up. Cool, cool. He's making some roaches. Maybe these are just safety roaches. Just in case. Meanwhile, no medevac production has begun. It's just... I feel like you got all the steps there, charlenium, and then you didn't do anything with the starport. You made the starport, you got the reactor made on the factory first, so your timing on the starport was faster, and then just nothing came from it. You decided to go for siege tanks instead, which, okay. But, pro tip, if you're playing against a Zerg player, you gotta harass them, which you know this, you main Zerg. You know how much it slows you down to get harassed by something in the first 10 minutes. So like a big push at 5 minutes is pretty strong. A big push at 7 minutes is also really good. Because Zerg players are kind of trying to decide if they want to drone up or try to make big army, and if they drone up at 7 minutes, they die. Infestation Pit, Hydralisk Den, getting range, 1-1 upgrades. Oh yeah. Roach Ravager Hydra, or maybe just Roach Hydra. We'll see. And moving out, medevac production has begun. Just the one though, we're not making two. It's just the one is fine, I guess. Combat shield coming in a little bit late, but I think we're okay. Stim is done, so that's cool. And yeah, this third base might just straight up die. Like, you're just gonna walk past that though, huh? All right, gonna walk right past it. Stim. Just regular attacks, eh? I guess you don't have the medevacs to heal you up. Dude, go kill that third. You know it's there. Thinking about it, thinking about it. A Hydra comes in, immediately gets obliterated. There's a Stim. Does come up, but no medevac support. Means, can he win this battle? The Hydra's doing so much work on the back lines. There you go. Taking that Hydra down might even be a priority target in future battles. The medevacs are here. Medevacs, come. No, come help. Come assist. Okay, we're just going to evacuate. So that was pretty good raids, I would guess. What did we lose there? 2 Hydras and 8 Roaches for 3 Marauders and 15 Marines? Alright, well, continuing to pump here off of 2 barracks, getting a 3rd and a 4th barracks here with reactor add-ons, or tech lab and reactor add-ons is good. 3rd command center on the way from charlenium. And so far, I'd say charlenium's doing all right for an off-racing player who's playing Terran, who's more comfortable with Zerg. It's a weird transition to make, to try to go into Terran. There's a lot of timings you have to get used to. You got to get used to like queuing up units and buildings rather than just making 87 Roaches at the same time. Anyway, yeah, Rex is going for this Roach Hydra stuff, which is good to a certain extent. I like that he's getting 2-2. Maybe it's a little bit late, but you know the upgrades for the Terran are nothing right now. No +1, no +1. Concussive shells, nice, but engineering bays exist. They're just not being used for much. So yeah, both players just sort of hanging out here. Rex is going for a hive, which I can definitely support. Hey, getting that 2-2 we talked about earlier. A 4th base would not be amiss. I usually try to get a 4th base around 6 minutes, but I can understand waiting a little bit longer if you're worried about future attacks. But that's why you put Overlords over here, right? You put Overlords up here, you put Lings in the general vicinity, so if the army moves out, you know. But for now, Rex is just playing in the dark, which is never good. Yeah, additional barracks all the livelong day, and if Rex doesn't get any splash damage, I worry about his future and his ability to win this game. Well, got the hive, so we're going to get 3-3 on these Roaches and Hydras excellently, but this is where you get caught off guard, and you have to... Oh, man. Then you're out of position, and then your 3rd base just straight up dies. Because of course it does. These guys don't even have +1 attack. Stim is just that good. And pulls back so the Broodlings don't kill anything, and if these Roaches want to die, I'm sure the Terran army might oblige them. Come on. Okay, yeah, he's like, you know what? Bring it! I can take you down. He's been running for so long. Man, these 1-1 upgrade Hydras are doing work. Serious work there. I mean, if 1-1 had finished for charlenium, I think that's a different battle. Alright, so charlenium not looking super great there. Siege tanks, yes. I love the siege tank play. Wasn't he making one earlier? Oh yeah, he's got a couple out. I guess this was the first one. It was in siege mode for defensive purposes, obviously. Third base getting replanted from Rex. Also, fourth base is done. Love that from him. Really very, very good. 2-2 on the way. I like it. Charlenium is a little bit late on the 1-1, but the 2-2 gets started right away. Right away. After that 1-1 is complete. Lieutenant Rex is looking scary, though. Siege tanks! Yes, siege tanks firing away backline. These two are not helping at all, but that's okay, I think. There you go. Big time hits. Big time hits. Backs it up. Backs it up. The Hydras are in a retreat mode right now, but they're getting concussive shell slowed. Beautiful stuff here from Charlenium. Army value is 60-30 in favor of the Terran player. Rex is droning up, which is all right. And then he makes 8 Hydras. Okay. I was going to say, your army value is a little... 10 Hydralisk is not a lot at 10 minutes, good sir. Coming down the right side, Charlenium. Tank positioning in a situation where they cannot be hit easily. Pull back to the tank. Or maybe just sort of kind of try to win. Oh, these Hydras are just eating the Marines alive. And the Marauders. Okay, all right. Holding. Nevertheless, siege tanks can't quite hit this hatchery from there, which is not ideal. Dude, some lurkers would be so cool for Rex, but he's happy with 2-2 Hydras, man. With some roach support, I suppose. Siege tanks now get in range, but like... They do bonus damage to roaches, but smart move from Lieutenant Rex. I'm going to keep calling him Lieutenant Rex from now on. Fourth base here from Charlenium. 3-3's getting started from Rex now. And the Roach Hydra is working, but it stops working about the same time 3-3 starts showing up for the Terran. 2-2 is also pretty hard for Hydras and Roaches to deal with, even if they have 3-3 themselves. So upgrades are good. Upgrades are good units. Coming up. The Roaches and Hydras are here, though. Love the siege tanks back there. That's a lot of Zerg blood on the ground. Again, the retreating is difficult because concussive shell keeps you from doing that too easily, at least for some of your units, and others can get away for sure. Planetary Fortress up for Charlenium on the fourth base. He's looking good, honestly. More factory. Oh, a factory and a barracks coming in. 3-3 getting started from Charlenium would be hot. There it is. Hey, 3-3 getting started from Charlenium. Muy excelente. Lieutenant Rex, he's been slow upgrading, but he's got a fifth base coming in at 12 minutes, which is really not bad. 5 bases is a good number to have for sure for a Zerg player. 6 is even better, but you know, 5 bases is where you start feeling comfortable, and there is your 6th. From Lieutenant Rex, left side, top-ish. Top-ish. So here's where Lieutenant Rex needs to get something besides Roaches and Hydras. He does. I mean, he feels comfortable with it, and that's fine and all. But it's going to get to the point where he just gets rolled because he doesn't have any splash damage at all. And, oh, okay, moving in. No, tanks, come back. We're winning. The tanks go on their own little holiday vacation there. This is what I'm talking about. The 2-2 upgrades kicking in here versus the 2-2 Roaches. Not a good place to be. Siege tanks. Sieging up. No, in range of the hatchery, though. Oh, I guess you're kind of splitting the difference here. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah. 66-36. Army supply. Insanely good plays here. Out of Charlenium. His army value is big and strong. These Roaches and Hydras cannot stand against the might of siege tanks. With no attack upgrades or anything. But they're still pretty good nevertheless. Oh, my gosh. Flaming Roaches. Oh, the 4th hatchery is going to die. The 5th hatchery is probably going to die here, too. Creep Tumor gets sniped. And army value is, I mean, Rex is continuing to pump out Roaches here. Maybe eventually it'll work. But no, it does not work. And Charlenium is your winner in 13 minutes and 54 seconds. Woof. That was intense. That was a pretty intense battle, that last one for sure. But like I prophesied, Mr. Rex, once you've got 2-2 Roaches and Ravagers versus 2-2 Marines and Marauders, especially if they're siege tank support, it's just going to go poorly for you. You got to get them Banelings out, man. You got to get Banelings. Zerglings would do better here. Like, just equivalent number of Zerglings. Especially if they have Adrenal, because you've got the Hive. You could have Adrenal Lings out with you, too. Like, Ling Bane would clean this up much, much more easily than this whole Roach stuff, which, again, did well. Did well for a while, not questioning that, Mr. Rex, but that last battle really showed how the upgrades favored the Terran player there at the end. So 2 hatcheries die, no command centers go down or anything for Charlenium. Ends up losing 91 Marines, 23 Marauders, and 4 Siege Tanks, which is about 10,000 resources. But Rexman, 70 Roaches, 44 Hydralisks, 8 Drones, 2 Queens, 2 Overlords. Brutal. Absolutely brutal stuff here. So yeah, you can definitely beat a Terran player with Roach Ravagers and Hydras and stuff, but you got to do it before they start getting 2-2 and 3-3. If you can pull that off, you're going to be in a fine place. But if you can't, it's going to hurt. You got to transition out of it. But nice job, charlenium. He knew what he wanted to do. It was Marines, Marauders. It was tanks. It was getting upgrades for the Marines and Marauders, getting some medevacs in there, continuing to expand, spending his money pretty well. He's at 1,000 minerals and 1,000 gas. Thumbs up for that. And yeah, overall, just played a pretty darn clean Terran game for a Terran off-racer. So GG to charlenium. And that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a YouTube membership game. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.